What's going on, y'all? It's the main man, Big Wayne, D-I-E-S-E, to the airport, live for an episode of Callin, how I see it. You know how I do, Mr. Diesel. I like to read two definitions for y'all. I know what they both mean, but I figure I'd go on and get my boy Webster out here for you. But the first definition I like to read for y'all is delusion. Delusion. A belief or altered reality that is persistently held despite evidence. In other words, you choose to believe something despite everything around you pointing otherwise. The second one I like to read to you. Foolish pride. A mid-tempo ballad detailing a failed relationship in which both halves are afraid to show each other their true feelings out of pride. In other words, both are scared to show how they really feel because they don't want to have that vulnerability out there. Now, I'm pretty sure you ask yourself, Diesel, why are you reading this? Y'all see the title. The Cowboys are not making the playoffs. They're about to miss the playoffs. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of foolish pride and delusion, which I just read the definition. I'm not sure Zeke coming back this year. Do they need to pay him? Yes, but I'm not sure they gonna pay him. And because of that, they gonna miss the playoffs. Why? Because of foolish pride and delusion. Jerry Jones said earlier this week, talking about you don't need a Russian champion. You don't need a Russian champion to win a Super Bowl. That's true, but you do need your best player to win the Super Bowl. You do need to stick to the way you built your team to win the Super Bowl. You do need to put ego aside and sacrifice some of yourself to win a Super Bowl. Y'all do need to come together and be on the same page to win a Super Bowl. None of which are happening with you and your best player. And on both sides. It's both sides. I'm not even talking about this all Jerry, because it's some of Zeke too. And this is why the Cowboys ain't going to win the Super Bowl. This is why. Now, and Jerry's done this before with Jimmy Johnson. He did this before. And it's been shown that he don't really got the best judgment all time with the Jimmy Johnson. And he wanted to draft Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. But he let the powers that be draft other things, build the line, and now look, they got something special. So he got a history of this. He got a history of just not always, because he feel like he Jerry Jones, he got all the money, and he just feel like he gonna make it his way. And as a result, he hadn't won a Super Bowl in a long time. Many, many moons ago has he won a Super Bowl. And that's because of, again, delusion, because he thinks that his team is something that is definitely not, and foolish pride. He don't want to put himself out there on Front Street. He don't want to expose that vulnerability to somebody like, hey, I need you, so I just gonna get this money. You playing with the Cowboys. Like that's just some kind of achievement or some kind of, well, I guess it's always a blessing if you play in the NFL. But y'all get what I'm saying. And that's the hang up here. And now on Zeke's side, it is a contract. It is a little early. I feel it, and I'm more on the player side because that little CBA thing is some bull. But you got I would at least showed up to training camp, and then I'd at least played this last year. I would have rolled it out until the franchise tag started happening. That's how I would have did it if it was me. If I was running back, I would have played the contract. And then when the franchise tag thing started happening, then I would have did it. I wouldn't have did it way out here because you haven't exactly shown a model of good behavior since you've been here. And your track record is not good. So I would at least gave myself some time to show I can be on my best behavior. And now you finna be out there in Cabo, we don't know what you're doing, unsupervised and all that, so you might get in trouble again. So a case could be made. It'd been in your best interest to be with the Cowboys just so you can stay out of trouble alone. So we don't know what's going to happen. So it's a little bit of both sides here. And that's why I say it's the foolish pride, because none of them really want to show that, expose how they really feel, because they really need each other. Zeke need the Cowboys, and the Cowboys need Zeke. That's what it is. And because of that, I don't care about Dak. I don't care about Amari. Yeah, you're going to have to pay him, but the breadwinner is Ezekiel Elliott. It's almost like the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, all the Turtles. Y'all remember that first Ninja Turtles movie? And Raphael got through to one day. He got his bell rung. That's basically what this is. That's exactly what this is. You know, Ralph felt a certain kind of way, and Leo felt a certain kind of way. You know, they was having a dispute about, you know, the thing that was going on in the movie. And as a result, they ended up splitting. Ralph went his way. Leo and other Turtles went another way. Well, guess what? Leo and them was struggling, and they had a hard time, and Ralph was pretty much unconscious the whole movie. Really, if we think about it, he was about unconscious the whole movie. They needed each other. It wasn't until they came together that they really did something. And that's the same thing with the Cowboys. Y'all gotta let this pride go, man. In relationships, y'all gotta let, because pride really don't do nothing. Like, for instance, I'm the Huntsville homeboy, Big Wayne, D-I-E-S-E to the L. I am nothing without y'all. The Callin the How I See It show is nothing without y'all. I try to do this for y'all. I need y'all. Y'all are my backbone, my lifeblood, my structure, my surface. I do this for y'all. I need y'all. You understand what I'm saying? And I know that. You gotta let pride go. Like the Temptations, I ain't too proud to beg. I ain't too proud to beg. And that's what the Cowboys got to do. And until they do that, now if this gets resolved, this is a mute point in this video. I'll just be wrong about this. But I don't think Zeke coming back. And then they ain't signed out for Morris too. Like, that's really finna do something, and it's not. And they finna tie all this money up, and they paying everybody except the star player, and it's really a shame. And because of that, I think the Cowboys are gonna miss the playoffs. I might be right about that. I may be wrong. I don't know. Just calling how I see it.